Welcome back to Pinch Gut Creek. Today we got the Gladiator on the lift, old juggernaut. So I'm gonna be doing today what I've been meaning to do for a couple months. So we're gonna remove the factory ruby rails or rock rails, rock sliders, whatever they are. And we're gonna add this one down here laying on the floor. I'll show that to you in a minute. I do not know the name brand of the one I'm putting on. I did buy it used. So I could not figure out where to go to find any kind of instructions on how to put it together. So I just took the other side loose, done it, and figured out what all I'm gonna need for this side. I'm gonna show this side to you. I'll show you the new slider that's going on, and then I'll show you what it takes to take this one off. I do got to leave and go get some bolts that hook it onto the pinch weld. You got your underneath bolts that you just reuse the ones there, but then the pinch weld you got to have new bolts because the pinch weld bolts go with this rail. When you remove that, they're kind of pinned in place. We got the nuts, so we ain't got to buy those, so all we got to do is go buy bolts. All right, here's what we're installing. That is currently upside down right now, but there's your mounts to mount it on there. There's the pinch weld mount, and then there's the one that goes underneath to the body. But they do say JT on them. Like I said, don't know what it is. But on this set, you see how you got your closer. So that's 26 inches apart. That goes in the front. So this side's front. The longer gap is rear. I'll show you what's underneath. And underneath, you have 4 of these to remove, okay? And then on each one of those, you have pinch welds, the bolts that attach them on right there, if you can see that now. Right there. So there's 2 on either side. The rails you take off have 4 mounting places. Rails you put back on just have 3. All right, all you will need to do this job is a 13. It doesn't have to be deep well for the ones that go up into the body. And then we got a 10 for the pinch weld. So don't lose that. Put it on the magnet. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get up in here, take all this off, and get it out of the way. And like I said, you got one on the pinch weld right in front of there. Those are both pins. If you had a 10 deep well, it'd be a little nicer. Mine has run off and joined the circus or something. My light is blinding me, so I can't see nothing. All right, well, so I took out all the rest of the bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4 of the 13s, 2, 4, 6, 8 of the 10 millimeters. I had y'all set up to watch all this. Y'all didn't watch. I guess that's my fault. I didn't hit record. All right, so now be careful. We don't want to damage our vehicle. We don't want to damage the Ruby rail if you plan on selling those later. I'm not sure if you can actually sell them or not because there's hundreds of them on Facebook Marketplace. But I gotta say it, if you're in the mood, they're undamaged. All right, so now we will just pull this out back here. Okay, this thing is kind of heavy, but not terrible. And then we'll pull it out up here. Maybe. There you go. And then it hits twice and falls down. The grand idea would be to now come in here and just clean all this up really good. I don't have the luxury of time today, so we're not going to do that. We will get this one down, and then I will show you me struggling to put the other one up. Once you get one bolt started, piece of cake. The rails I'm getting, the mounts are kind of bent, so we're going to get one. And if we have an issue, then I will show you how to correct that issue. All right, get something, old floor mat, a towel, blanket, moving blanket, whatever you can find to soften the metal there when we put the rail up. Whatever it is, you just don't want to be scratching up your brand new or used new to you rock sliders or new to the Jeep rock sliders. So this will work. I'll have to adjust it. It'll look like an elephant riding a pea ant, but it'll be all right. And it is, in my opinion, best to come in from this angle. So that thing's gonna slide. We'll set her down. We'll go move it. And we're not far from being where we need to be anyway. That one down there is gonna slide now. Well, hey, it didn't. All right. So I know that here are my pinch welds, so it should rock right up into place right there. Bring you over here where you can see a little bit better. So just pick your poison. We're going to do one, either the back or the front first. So get your 13, find your hole, get a plan, pick it up. And once, oh yeah, this was a whole lot easier than the other side. I'll get that started. Maybe. Get your handy dandy wrench, which it wants to go off on you. Have that done beforehand. It'll save you some time and holding your hands up above your head. Ain't going tight, just going to where it'll hold it. We'll get our other one, we'll go to the front. All right, we'll stage our wrench. Get our front. Looks like it's gonna lined up-ish. Get her started. Like I said, it's on the other side of the bar there, so it don't want to let you see it. It's doing its job. I'm making it tough on you. It's fine. We got that started. So the hard part's out of the way. That is literally the hardest part of the entire thing, is getting both sides up. and attached. So now it's just minor fitment issues. All right, this center one here, much like on the other side, did not want to line up exactly right. So all you got to do, get your adjustable wrench, get on this thing, and just give it a little bit of prise. And that's it. You get it about right, you go too much, go back, and that's pretty much it. You just flex that thing around, and everybody's gonna say, okay, well, that thing could move pretty easy. What's it gonna do when it hits something? Well, you're right. It's gonna give a little bit. All right, so right here will be your pinch weld. So I've got them tight. So you want to leave those inner bolts, the body frame, or body bolts, frame bolts, whatever they're called. You won't leave them loose because that's got a slot it can slide in. It may be that center one. We'll get them up there to where we can get them close to the pinch weld. All right, so we'll figure out how to get these pinch weld bolts in there. I've still got to get the bolts, your 10mm nuts that you took off. That's what we hope to use. That way we ain't gonna buy something else. We'll get this all flexed around to where everything lines up. It's gonna be a while because the XJ is getting the windshield today, somewhere between an hour ago and 12 o'clock. So whenever they get here, get my windshield in, and they say, hey, you can drive your Jeep, I will go get those bolts. All right, got my nephew outside. He's currently splitting wood, cut wood and everything. Well, I went and got some bolts for the pinch rails, and it's just simply a metric bolt to fit the 10mm bolt we got. It's a M6 1.00 pitch, 25 to the size. And I'll show you where we do that. So you just put them in here, tighten them up. After you get those in, front and back, then you tighten up the bolt underneath. And that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna go get the other side finished, and then we'll let it down and see what it looks like. All right, it's all done. Like I said, if you got the stuff, you got the mounting hardware, and even without a lift, you ought to be able to do this job in about, by yourself, 30 minutes. With help, less than that. I'll show you what they look like, and then we'll see what you think. Now they are dirty, or the truck is dirty. So there they go. Look pretty good. Nothing too fancy, but maybe a little better than the factory. Should give more support out here. You know, like say if you're getting close to some brush and stuff, we'll see how much of a foot purchase you get on there. Well, maybe. So not really enough. I was hoping it would help my wife get in a little easier. Maybe not. Alright, that's the video for today. Again, everything's dirty. Getting ready to do a detail on the inside. But we got our new rock sliders, rock rails, whatever they're called. We got them on. Pretty well pleased with them. At least on as far as looks go. Yeah, I would think that if you're going to spend a good bit of money, like say $500–600, maybe not that much. Something like $499. The barricade ones, and you get to actually keep the factory rail in there too, and it kind of wraps around those. That would probably be the best bet. without breaking the bank. I know Matt with Ozark Overland Adventures, he's got something similar, but he's not using stuff that cheap. I can't afford his stuff. Somebody wants to send me some to try, do it. But so we got these on. I'm not sure what they're called, who made them, but they'll do the trick for quite a while. I was originally worried about stuff hanging down underneath, just because I didn't know how they went on, but it's smooth on the bottom side, so it should roll, ride on that rail if we hit anything on the bottom and not catch any of the mounting brackets or anything like that. Yep, that's it. So I painted these, took them off, painted them, cleaned them up. Right here you can still see a scar. So this is on a lady's Jeep before I got them. So I don't know how you hit something up here on top other than like a curb at a gas station, but we're going to try not to do that. That's it for the video. Please like, subscribe, share. Like I said, if y'all want to send me something to put on this thing, send it. I'll try it out, give you an honest opinion. So far, nobody's sending anything for me to try for free. I've had to buy everything, so that's why videos are slowing down. It's hard to afford everything. XJ got a brand new windshield, so we will be going riding in it at the end of the month to Brown Mountain. So that will be the XJ's first video on the channel as far as actually moving. It's been here the longest, but it's his first video. It's rough. Did have to fix some holes up in the window seal area while he was putting in a new window for me. They said, look, if we find holes, we're going to have to stop it. I said, wait a minute, holes? We can fix holes. So we just welded it up, put a little paint on it, and it's good to go. But yeah, she'll be in the next video that you see. Will be that one on Brown Mountain with the whole group that normally goes with us. Brian will go. I would say Ian and Christine will go. Maybe Jesse in the Toyota 4Runner. We might get Mark and Alan to go. They both got Toyotas. So, yeah, hopefully we can get all that group together. And it'll be right after Christmas, so a little hard to get everybody. But that's why we're going to go to Brown Mountain. It's close. We can be up there and back half a day. And then that way people can still spend time with their families and everything. But all right. Thank y'all. Come back and see us.